What do I consider my biggest entrepreneurial success? Well, I would say my biggest success actually is the farmers market right here on campus. I was a student here at the U of A beginning in 2006, and they actually had a small market right in this exact spot. It looked very different then, and then it went away, and I was kind of sad, but that first memory has really got me believing about farmers markets here in Tucson. And it wasn't for years later till I really discovered that I could be that person that brings more farmers markets to the people. And when I was able to work through and bring a market here to campus and work with the student union and ASUA and everyone to bring this together, it was a really big accomplishment for me, and it kind of like brought the thing full circle for my success with what we've been doing with FoodInRoot. What is the most surprising thing about being an entrepreneur? I would say, for me, I found it very surprising that it's not all about you. I mean, you hear entrepreneur and you think, go-getter, you're a one-man show, you make things happen, but the reality of it is you're only as good as the people around you let you be. And so you rely on all kinds of people, not only just your customers and maybe their customers, but you rely on your staff and your team. You rely on other people to understand your vision, so you have to be good at communicating, you have to sell people, you have to get people to believe in you and what it is that you're trying to do. And only then, when you bring everyone together on one page, are you going to be allowed to call yourself an entrepreneur, because it's only when things happen is when people take note. What was the most important lesson that I learned in the entrepreneurship program? I would say it's sticking through it. I think persistence, you hear about that all the time, and believing in yourself, it really is absolutely essential to being successful. I understood the process plays a big part in that, and that's what the McGuire program is really good at doing for me, is that there is a recipe for success. It's identifying your problem and creating the solution and spotting opportunities and overcoming challenges and bringing those back into a positive solution so that you can continue the cycle over and over, and paying attention to those details, spelled it out for me, and that's contributed a lot to my success here at FoodInRoot. What impact has the entrepreneurship program had on my career or life? Well, I'm standing here. It's had the impact that I have a career, and that's working for myself and my own business, and I think that's a great thing. I've worked for a lot of different people before, but ultimately it wasn't what I wanted to do, and it's brought me here, and I think I've been very grateful that I was connected with the right mentors and the right people that opened opportunities and new doors for me that have allowed me to experience the success that I have to be here and have a staff of 5 people now and growing, and over 300 vendors that we have as our customers. And so there's a lot of people affected from this program, and not just me, and I'm grateful to be one that's to be a part of it. What advice would I give to aspiring entrepreneurs? Well, I think the most important thing is you need to have passion in what it is you're doing, whether that's a product or service, whatever your venture is, you gotta believe in it. It's the only way that people are ever gonna believe you. And I think another thing is you gotta remember what got you to where you are to begin with, and that's almost always the details. Don't get complacent and don't get selfish. You're only gonna get there if you follow the process and continue doing, continue believing, stay at it, and eventually, when you keep believing and asking for those things, it does come. It really does. And it always seems to come when when you don't think it will, and so you never know, but I would just make sure you keep focused and keep on going.